Hi, happy day. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miriam, and I am, above all things, Miriam. And then I also give readings, and that's what I'm going to do today, utilizing the Akashic Tarot deck by Sharon Ann Klingler and Sandra Ann Taylor. And Pythagorean, when it comes to numerology, that is their initials are 112112, and that is a 448. And so that's my 112112 448 deck, Akashic Records. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, Archangel Raphael. He was on the top of the deck because the last reading I gave, he came up. And what I do want to say is that Archangel Raphael has the number 8, and anytime you see the number 8, that is very much extra telling you that you have your angels around. This is Rosemary. You have your angels around. And there are times whenever we don't know that we have our angels around. Honestly, a lot of times. I feel like there are so many things that are there to take us away from our beliefs, our faiths, our whatever it is. We're always like having to figure out which side we're on, you know? And that can be really exhausting. Archangel Raphael wants to give you the special force of love. And I'm really just trying to get people to understand this. And I think it's because I haven't put it into a presentation that can be understood. Because when people think of fire, they think of being burned or cooking or whatever. But fire is also in our heart, our passions, our love. And if we put things through the healing flame of love, then oftentimes we are able to live a better life. Honestly, that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna just leave you out right now because clearly you want to be out, and I am I don't know how to shuffle. Okay, the thing is I don't know how to shuffle, and so sometimes that's just like I'm bad at it. So then this is just floating around because of physics and stuff. But underneath here, the scribe 112, 1 2, a 3, which is about. I said witches. Witches. You got something wrong with witches right now? You scared of witches? Like, cause I feel like right now a lot of people are scared of being hexed. Like somebody's writing something about you or something. I don't know. Like, what are you afraid of? Or gossip. What type of gossip are you afraid of? Huh? Like, I don't know. Are you afraid of witches? Let me tell you something about witches. Let me just tell you a little something about witches. Okay? There are people just like you and me. And I mean, lots of times, there's been times in my life where I'm like, yeah, I'm a witch. Honestly, I've been called worse things. But when it comes down to it, I'm just a human. Some people, I'm always going to be a witch to them. Some people, I want to be worse to them. And I don't care. You know? But what I can say is, unfortunately, even people who do not believe that they are witches are. Like, as in, they are just as capable as putting hexes and dark magic on people, or I won't say dark magic, but evil magic on people as a witch does. You just may not know that you're doing it. And I think it's, or like, I guess a bad witch or whatever. I don't care what people really identify as. Like, I tell y'all that I'm a numerologist in my name, but that's just because I'm trying to help y'all understand me enough so then y'all can listen to me. But I really, honestly, guys, I can't tell you how much I love y'all unconditionally, but I do not care about people at the same time. Because, like, I have to care for myself so much more in comparison to how much I care for other people. And that has not always been true in my life. And perhaps that's something for you too. Perhaps that's been something that you're figuring out is that ain't nobody trying to take care of you the way that you could take care of you. And like even whenever it comes to like being disabled, like there are times where you're gonna have to utilize help from other people because you're unable to do things. And that's okay. Reversed? Two reverses? What? Eight of Roses on the bottom of the deck. Sangha. Sangha. Community. You lean into your community, and then these are in reverse. The Muse in reverse. The Muse in reverse keeps coming out in reverse, which is a 6 to 1-5 into a 6, which is a 9. You're not seeing how whole and complete you are. I bet you're not living in love right now. You're not doing your love thing. The Sands of Time, Six of Scrolls. This one came out in reverse before too. You feel like you're running out of time. You really do. You're not. Look, look. You are exactly on time. And that's why you're thinking of these things now. You were given a mission. You've been called. It's about finding some happiness along the way. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, peaches and cream? So I wrote a song. I've written songs. And Archangel Gabriel came out. 3. I wrote a song. And I want to tell you a story about it before I play it for you or whatever. You can skip to whatever, however, you don't have to listen to it after. But Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication, and you can call on him to say, "Hey, I want to say the right things. I want to be able to communicate these things or whatever." You can the fact that the Muse in reverse and then we have Archangel Gabriel. You can ask him like, "Hey, what's my deal? What is my deal? You know, what is my deal?" And it's hard to know what your deal is. 2 of Keys. Oh, girl. I don't even know if you're a girl. Some of y'all are. I already know that. But babes, like, look. I don't know if this card continues to come up for you. And you have lost everything. You have nothing. Except for this little light in this little box, this tiny little box. And you are focusing on the wrong thing. Call on Archangel Gabriel. I don't care what you believe. I literally don't care what you believe. Like I just told y'all earlier, if you were listening in the earlier reading, that I don't care what you believe. It's time. It's time for you to decide to turn around and see what you actually have instead of paying attention to what you lost. I was born in the front seat of a Cadillac that was driven by my grandfather. It was a Cadillac DeVille, 1969. My mom, it was Mercury retrograde. My mom looked quite young. And she was 22, but they thought she was like 14. And so they gave her a sleeping pill and sent her home. And whenever she woke up, I was crowning. And there I was. And then they rushed to the hospital. But I came out on the highway. It was the middle of a blizzard. as they say. I was born 5 minutes from the hospital. I was born early and late, all at the same time. A lot of my life has been about duality. I've always moved a lot whenever I was a kid. And I think that's why I have so many different personality traits and charismas and all of that, because I had to figure out ways to fit in because I really liked being liked. And as I got older, it really started to feel a bit like a curse because I was always moving, like always, always, always. And like now, like, because my birth, I don't remember that. I was there, but I don't remember it. And some people do, and some people are so high vibes, you know? And so I was like, well, I don't know. But I know the story that they tell me. And the story they tell me is that. And so whenever I went through having to move and move and move and move and move, even as an adult, even over these past few years, it was something that I felt so upset about and so frustrated about, and that it was happening to me. And then one day it just kind of clicked. And I was like, oh, I was literally born this way. I was literally born for this. I was literally born to keep moving. I was born into movement. I was born into the midst of Pisces and into the midst of duality. I am a mixed person of many heritages. And then I was moved around a lot. And so I wrote a song about it. I'm sure I might have played it on the channel before. Cadillac, Cadillac, baby. Born rolling down the highway. Never having one place to stay, yeah. She's a Cadillac, baby. East Coast, Gulf Coast, West Coast, just goes. Raised in a town full of gold. Cast blame, felt shame, changes what stays the same. Cadillac, Cadillac, baby. Still living her life on the highway. Never having one place to stay, yeah. She's a Cadillac, baby. I ain't got no rhythm, babe. She always moving, her path is proven. While you feel frozen, she sure looks chosen. I'm trying, trying, living my life in the best way. The highway it calls me Cadillac, baby. She's a Cadillac, Cadillac, baby. Born rolling down the highway. Never ever one place to stay. She's a Cadillac, baby. The Akashic Library in reverse, the King of Roses, the Lightning Bolt. This King of Roses keeps coming out, and I feel like I'm just gonna have to read it out so then you can hear it right. One 16. The card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are the yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love, a man who is balanced and well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether this is a new relationship or the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. Whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and taking love, but considered action, and take loving but considered action on your own behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always start within. You going off with yourself and accessing these gardens are great. You know, you've got your white rose, you've got your yellow rose for your purity and your passion, but the roses that grow in your garden are yellow. And they are of creativity. And what else? Creativity and yellow roses. Healing and creativity are your roses. That white rose and that red rose were given to you by other people. Somebody who has passion for you, somebody who has a pure love for you. But ultimately, you have to love yourself and your purpose. The Akashic Library in reverse. Is that Major Arcana? That's Major Arcana 245. Okay, let's see. In reverse. With this card reversed, the stairway leads farther and farther downward. Although you may feel you're in a state of confusion, it is time to go deeper. The books of your Akashic knowledge may have been toppled, but they are always in reach. You may have stepped away from the psychic guidance from your inner sage. Perhaps there's been a disruption in your life, or maybe just a distraction. In either event, it's time to cast a renewed light on your past and on your inner discovery. Seek now to tap into the power within and through the records. Start today by writing a declaration of release, expelling from the things that you have been muddling for the things that have been muddling your clarity. Close your eyes and see them all disperse. With just a little effort, the book of your own Akashic record, which seems to have landed face down, can be righted and written upon by you. I mean, the King of Roses just said go within. The Akashic Library says go within. I know it's really scary because you must be really feeling it. On the bottom of the deck was the lightning bolt, 8 of Forces. What is the 8 of Forces? Although I know it's about like this separation, this sudden thing, I want you to get the words because you're supposed to be diving deeper into the research of yourself, into the Akashic Library. I'm going to read your book. Let's see. 8 of Forces. Forces. 182. Oh. Upright, a lightning bolt illuminates a stormy night sky, striking a tree down to its core. Puddles of rain pull upon the ground. This card shows that it's time that it's a time of splitting apart, a time of loss, disappointment, or even a metaphorical death. You may be feeling wounded, grieved, or gravely disappointed. The loss can be a career opportunity, romantic relationship, partnership, creative project, or friendship. At first glance, the event may seem sudden or unexpected, but in the light of the flash of that flashes, we see the deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. You've probably been aware of the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. And not fight what's so. There is benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning and a new storm to cleanse the field. And just below the 8 of Forces is the chess game in reverse, and that's about. Oh, and then Archangel Michael. Okay, y'all. You are divinely protected. Sheesh, who fell? What fell? Yeah, go look into yourself. For real. Figure it out. Whatever makes sense for you. Much love.